So, this is happening.
That was so false, bro. That was. Oh my god.
Well, we're
Take-
rolling with it now,
We're
so
rolling with that.
we're rolling with it.
Do you want to take lead?
Sure. All right. So, today is a remarkable day. It is currently the 11th of May, 2019. Remember the date.
It's 31 past 9.
Yep. 9 days till my first exam,
Oof.
my first A-level exam, and we've decided to make a podcast.
Yeah, good idea, isn't it?
Great idea. Should be revising civil rights for Americans. Instead, we're over here chatting shit.
That's pretty much what we do, though. So,
Yeah, I mean,
what
we
can I
spend
say?
most of our time just chatting anyway,
On
so
Discord.
we might as well just do something productive with it and start a little introduction thing.
If
So,
Discord want to sponsor us,
of course, give us
hit
some
me up.
nitro for free.
My
Yeah,
phone number.
give me some nitro. 079 me.
Oh
Alright, so
my god.
let's just start off with a bit of basic introduction. My name is Casper. I go by a gamer tag of Rampy or by a SoundCloud name of Extendo. I'm quite a corny
In the
SoundCloud
description
rapper.
below.
Yeah, of course. All the links in the description, all of the Instagrams, Twitters, and everything. What about you? Who are you, unknown man?
I'm Embos.
Oh, right, yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm Luke, so I go by LK, and I'll put all my socials down below. But yeah, I just go by LK really. Nothing too special, maybe.
Yeah. So, the name. It took us a while to figure out the name.
Took us like half an hour,
It took us a good half an hour. We wanted to get it done today, start today.
so we're
And,
starting.
yep.
Just
And
doing the
so,
shit.
this is episode 0 of
Yeah,
the
this is like a tester podcast kind of thing, but not really.
I guess you could say a brand new adventure, as you would say in 2011 as a Minecraft YouTuber.
Welcome to my Minecraft. We're playing Hunger Games.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, this podcast, we're pretty much just going to be talking about everything to do with life. Just current situations in life, games. That's going to be a big
Just
focus.
everything.
Everything.
Literally.
Games, music, movies.
But
Everything that's just relevant.
we have no set like schedule or anything. We will do once a week as we finish A levels and stuff. We'll probably do way more as well and react to like news and anything like that, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more structured and a lot more coherent after we're done with these exams.
Yes.
But for now, it's just a little hobby to
We got
to
the
get the
foundations
stress
though.
out. Yep,
We
it's
have
gonna be great.
so also you have this YouTube channel. We'll probably upload it to SoundCloud too for anyone that likes to listen on mobile, like out and about, like you, Casper.
Yep, love a bit of podcast out and about.
We've also got Twitter and Instagram. They are down below,
Link
rating
in
to
the
be clicked on.
description.
Yeah,
Yep.
so just a follow would help a lot. We probably won't be active on Instagram to be honest, because it's more of a Twitter-based thing when it comes to podcasts, I guess, in a
Yeah,
way.
we'll probably only notify people when a podcast is live, but Twitter's gonna be all of the updates and stuff because
Yeah,
that's what Twitter's just that, isn't it? Twitter's
Twitter
just
is
that.
like news.
It's just that's why I said it's the 21st century version of just a 24/7 live channel.
Literally,
Like it's any information split second you get it. Like any major event will happen, just check the trending tags. You're right there, the hashtags, everything.
perfect.
And Twitter is just that. I don't know. It's great because you don't think about having to look for news. You just scroll it. You
Yes,
mix
the news is there.
entertainment. You mix entertainment with news, with everything you want. It's great. So give us a follow and you'll get our news.
Oi.
Plugging
Plug,
it since
plug.
episode 0.
God.
Alright, well, the future of the podcast is
Yeah,
a big thing.
we have like a little bit of notes that we're following and trying to keep structure, so it won't be like this. We'll probably lose track.
Yeah, we'll probably just lose track at one point somewhere, but for this first episode, we just wanted to have a coherent structure so that
You can see
we
how shit
set
it's gonna be in the
yeah,
future.
so we set everything out. If we get further and there's more people that wanna want to listen to us ramble for some fucking reason. God knows why anyone would want to anyway.
Facts.
But if anyone would want to, we'll probably just lose the structure. It'll be a lot more laid out. But for
Be a
this
flow.
episode, we just wanted to make it more structured so that people would understand what would happen going forward, which the structure's not going to keep, as I say, but
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully later, I'm gonna take my mom's DSLR camera,
And put your mug
take
on it.
that from her. Yeah, put my ugly mug on it. Get your mug on it as well.
Obviously.
And then, so yeah, get a couple dirt cheap mics.
Perfect.
Put a DSLR camera in front of us.
We could literally get like blue snowballs or something, or like a somewhat decent mic. I don't know which one.
Yeah, that's to figure out after we make some strides in the industry.
That's true.
But yeah, get a couple cold ones. Just
Oof.
sit out, enjoy.
I wouldn't mind a
the,
couple cold ones on this as well. Wouldn't
Yeah,
mind.
right now. But yeah,
Hashtag Copperberg sponsor me.
oh yeah, bruv. Imagine if we got a Copperberg sponsorship.
Imagine
I would
a crate
actually
a
love-
month. That's settling me down.
Bro, that would make me an alcoholic. I can't even lie to you. I would.
Polish genes kicking in.
So I guess we could talk about ourselves a little bit more. So what do you want to do? What's the plan after the big A levels, huh?
Well, right now I'm in the last stage of an apprenticeship application for project management.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that you? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Come
Gas.
on.
No, so I've passed all of like the tests and whatever to get to the last stage. So now I'm waiting for an email to invite me to a face-to-face interview or the last assessment, which is like a situational thing. They don't describe it to you unless you get the email, so I'll know what I'm doing when it comes to it. But I guess as the podcasts come out and stuff, you'll understand what I want to do and stuff like that. I've also, like a little hint was I got a page on Instagram right now. It's like 1,000 followers, which isn't like a lot, but it's a little start.
Plug it.
So that will be in the link in the description below. And that's Shepherd Not Sheep, and it's like a little motivational kind of page that I don't pay any attention to because I'm an idiot and I really should make it better than what it is. But
The more
it's
our
just
production value goes up, every time we give a little plug, I feel like we should play Plug Walk by
oh
Richard
my
Kidd.
God,
So
that
so
should be
as
the
soon,
intro.
so as soon as Luke mentions one of his 17 million Instagram pages with bare million followers, it'll be like Plug Walk.
But we're gonna
Plug.
have
There you go.
oh, you want to say how to find my plug talk? But that would be a lot of editing to be done. Too much.
Yeah. But
That's the beauty of a podcast. I just realized we haven't even made one yet. We're making it right now, but you don't have to edit this shit.
yeah, it's
Just
well,
link up audio.
after if we do decide to make some IRL content, then it's gonna be difficult because you're gonna have to sync the
But that'd
audio
that'd
with
be
the
different though.
camera.
That'd be fine.
But yeah, that's the plan if this works out, which I hope it does.
I mean, so many people have blown up recently on YouTube, which is like not like big people with millions, but they go from tens of thousands to like 100,000, and then it's like okay,
That's
they
a
have
massive
found
step. Because
that's like
everyone
10x. straight
everyone
away.
thinks about like, oh, I want to be at 1 million subscribers.
Nah,
But if you think about it, even a step from 10 subscribers to 1,000,
that's
1,000
that's
to
100 more,
10,000.
110 more. Man,
Fine, even 10 to 1,000,
100x.
10 to 100, whatever. Like every
It's a
small
little baby
increment
step.
is small step for man. No, small step for man, but a large step for mankind, or whatever it is. But
Bullshit.
yeah,
Anyway,
I knew we weren't gonna talk about news. But have you heard about the thing that was happening with James Charles recently?
what the botted fuse and shit?
That too, yeah. But
Oh.
you know, he became the first person to lose 1 million subscribers in a day.
What? How did he do? What?
Because
Enlighten me.
some big controversy happened with him, where apparently his little fetish is to get straight men and try and coerce them into being gay with
Oh
like his
God.
money and stuff. It's like he tries to like force people to be gay with him if he finds them like cute and stuff. And he has this friend. Her name's like Tati Wood something.
Fadiana?
Tati Westbrook. She's like a
6ix9ine
model.
song. Yeah.
She's like yes, Tati. Very good song. Yeah, she's like this She's not a model. She's like a beauty Instagrammer, I think.
Yeah,
Like
the makeup dons.
yeah.
Yeah,
And like she helped James Charles's like channel blow up massively, and like uh she gave him like almost hundreds of shout outs on
yeah.
her when she had like millions of subscribers and he had nothing.
Oh, so that adds up.
and and apparently she's making some vitamins or something like that.
Yeah,
And apparently James Charles is like
promoting it.
doing some promotions for another company that's rivals to hers.
Oh shit.
And this Tati Westbrook's husband's like a he's like a massive businessman. Like he's got like a proper like business brain. And apparently he always helps like James Charles with his contracts and everything. And like he basically like got put into the spotlight he is in right now because of these people. And now he's like
So it's like an
just shitting on
industry
them
plant.
basically. Yeah, he's just a leech basically. And to top it all off, like she made like this calling out video onto him. And like she said that apparently, you know how I said like he tries to get like straight boys to be gay and stuff. Apparently he tried to do that to a waiter at this tatty woman's um birthday party thing.
Yeah.
And like she found out about it and she was like, why would you do that? It's so disgusting and stuff.
These
And it's
people,
just
man.
like
How do
they
they
have some, I don't know.
how do they even get this spotlight, man? Like you think about how much money he's made from freaking YouTube.
Beauty Instagrammers and YouTubers is literally a myth to me. Like
I get it, but I don't.
I get it as well, but it's like women get even millions of views. Even men get millions of views to show off how to make like do makeup tutorials
Yeah.
where the tutorials are so bad I couldn't even probably follow it. It's like, what's the point? I don't get it. And like half of these people have such a flat personality.
Yeah,
It's so
they bro, that Charles Don, I think I watched like a part of his video through someone else's video,
yeah.
and I don't get it. Like I don't.
His voice is like, "Hi, sister." Oh, shut up.
Hey, how you? Fuck. No.
Honestly, let's just leave the politics of that aside for now. But
Yeah, that's a bit controversial, isn't it?
we've got
Everyone's sensitive these days. Fuck off.
2019. Fuck off. Basically, if you're listening to
Society
this
is soft.
podcast and you're extremely PC, then just fuck off now, you
Yeah.
cunts.
Oh my god.
This isn't gonna be a family friendly podcast.
Yeah, well,
I
it can
mean,
be, but
it
we're just
can
gonna
be,
be real
but
with everything. Like we're not
we're
trying to.
just we're just gonna have a conversation like we would have a conversation normally.
Oh,
Like I know the
I've got an
first
idea.
part of this. Yeah. So,
What if we made a Patreon? Because that's quite a big trend now with like the smaller YouTubers or like people trying to get out there. It's like more support from the community. So obviously we have no one right now, but maybe there's an odd person here or there. But
yeah.
like a Patreon would be kind of a good way to have funding for, so like the equivalent of Twitch subscriptions, so we could get a camera and all this other stuff like
Yeah. We could do that.
equipment. It's not like we can't buy it right now, but it's like obviously it's an investment. But if we have
It's more
community feedback,
self-sustainable.
yeah, if we have feedback from the community, it's self-sustainable in the point that the money would fund what you enjoy and the content, and then we can just be more not be more engaging, but like we can upgrade everything with
Yeah.
money. Like it's such a key point.
But yeah, as I was saying, the first part of this was really strong. But as you see from that, like when we were just talking
But I
about
think this is
James
better.
Charles,
I
we're
enjoy
just we're
podcasts that just go on.
we just talk about what we want to talk about. If I
Yeah,
want to talk
exactly.
about James Charles being the cunt and losing a million subscribers in 24 hours, and I'll talk about it if I want to. It's like that's the beauty of podcasts. Like, not a lot of podcasts will always have the reality of people on them, like on that thing, because they'll want to present themselves as the best person as any kind of media will be, like
Yeah,
YouTube videos, like TV and everything. You'll always want to put your like best foot forward. But
exactly.
with us, I feel like our best bet is in order to put our best foot forward is just to put ourselves out there like we are, just as we are.
Hmm. I saw a piece of content, like, because I'm into the business kind of thing, and Gary Vee, which is like a big influence on not only like my lives and other people, but like Instagram and shit. Like he's been
Mhm.
doing this before we was born, pretty much. Not Instagram, but like he's been grinding.
Mhm.
But he imagine I recorded the live stream because like he was like, oh, I'm gonna drop like the secret, and I was like, shit, I'm recording this, and then he put it on his page. Basically, he said, just do stuff, even if do the stuff that doesn't work, because you'll find the stuff that does work. So if you keep doing stuff, you're gonna find the shit that works because it's gonna click at some point, and someone's gonna be like, oh my god, blah blah blah, I like this, or I bought your product, for example, in like a different respect. And it's like if you just do shit, shit will happen.
Yeah.
That's the end of the podcast. Goodbye. I'm joking. But it's like we just gotta do what we want to do, not do shit for other people.
As long as you do what makes you happy in life,
Exactly.
you'll it'll be more productive, definitely.
Yeah, like well
Just
for us with school as well, it's
oh
hard to
yeah.
balance it.
But once, trust me, school, a month left. After that,
That's it.
it's all over, and then we could just chill. I
Now it's
guess I
just
never really even talked about what I'm doing.
no. We went talked about me and then we just divert. So Casper,
Yeah, because I just
what's your
remembered.
plan?
So right now the plan
I've got an
is
idea as well now for the next few podcasts.
great, good stuff. Yeah. Currently
Let me write this down.
the 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 main idea is university. Do a bit of psychology with criminology at
Wait,
Portsmouth. So
and what grades do you need?
two
Just
E's.
two. Yeah, exactly. Same as
Two
me.
E's. Yeah. Luckily, I was given a unconditional offer, and I know it's a whole controversial topic. And I know especially teachers are like, don't choose them because it makes your work less harder. But
But it
if I
doesn't
can
matter.
guarantee myself something in like
Yeah.
if you, I know it's not gambling, but if someone offered me 500K in cash guaranteed or 750,000, like a 45 to 55 chance, so mine's 45 chance. If I was given that, because I was given an offer at Loughborough, which is a number 5 university in the country, which is like one of the like is obviously 5 out of 123 is really good.
Yeah.
But they're expecting me to get an AAB, which I'm
No,
sorry, but you have to be a fucking genius to get an AAB at this rate.
especially with our A levels, like they're not
Like, good God, what do you expect me to get? Like a fucking B or an A in biology, mate? What the fuck?
exactly.
I wish I left biology, man. Oh God, I
Luckily,
wish
I
I
did.
did. Luckily, you escaped it.
I, as soon as there was maths involved with biology, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, nope. Mm-mm.
I was thinking nah as well, but then I was just like, I'm not gonna. I like to think that I'm a kind of person that once I put my mind into something, I won't. I'll give it my best.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes it's just too much, you know. Some
Trust
things are
me.
just too much, and especially that obviously everyone's not equal. Like everyone's different to each other. Someone like will be better at maths,
Hmm.
and someone will be better at another subject like English or something. Everyone's different, and I mean, you can always put your best into something, but you'll still get worse results than someone who's talented in something.
I.e., Josh.
Yeah. So if me and Josh without any work
He does
put
better
in,
than us with work. Like,
he does really good. But then I, for example, would never get to the level that he gets to with the amount of revision I do. I'll do
compared to
five
the
times
lack
the
of he does.
revision he does. Say he even revises. He does an hour of revision. I'll do 3, and he'll still do better than me.
Yeah,
Which is
it's
just
gift.
it's just everyone's got their own thing to do, and at that point you just choose whether you want to pursue it or not. I feel like I'm quite good at psychology, and I'm really interested by it, so I said I'm gonna go choose it at university.
Mm.
Uni's not for you, so you said fuck uni.
Yeah,
You're gonna go
exactly.
do an apprenticeship. It just depends on everyone's way of life and what they want to do. You
That's
know,
the that's the beauty of life. You have the opportunities, you should take them.
yeah, and but it's also really important
To know what you want to do.
to do damage control. Yeah, exactly. And so do do everything to the best of your ability. But if you know something's not for you, don't do it. Don't force yourself
Yeah,
to do it. That's what
that's
I would give myself. That piece of advice I would give myself, that if I was still in the first week of year 12, I would have said, don't do biology because you're not gonna need it, and really, it's just an A level that's bringing your overall down, and just go do something like business, which is gonna be a lot more useful.
that's what I did.
Yep. And now you're getting an A
Yeah.
or an A star, hopefully,
I
in business. Well,
I
I'm
want the A.
probably
If I can get A star, I'll be so proud of myself.
say even an A. You're getting an A, which I feel like I could do as well.
For
But
what?
in business.
Yeah.
But then I'm settling for a C in biology because I doubt I'll get any higher because it's just really hard.
Yeah, trust. Like that's the thing that I noticed from the first lesson. I was like, what the fuck?
But sometimes you just make the wrong decision, and that's another important life lesson with
Hmm.
your boy Extendo.
Life lessons with Extendo.
Of course, there you go, a little subsection. No matter what happens in life,
Yeah.
you got to suck it up and do it to the best of your ability because life is not fair, but you have to deal with what cards you're dealt.
Facts. Like I, you know the phrase like life's too short or
Make the most of it.
yeah, syndicate.
Good old syndicate.
Like it's just perspective, isn't it? Like we're 18. Well, you're 17, but I'm 18. Like you'll be 18 soon. But 18 years old is young, but it's old. Like it's just weird.
Like
Like
like a quarter of our
you think about it, yeah,
yeah, around
that's
a quarter of our life's gone.
respectively a quarter or a fifth of our lives right now.
God,
And
I wish I could live till like 100.
yeah, exactly. It depends how life goes, but only 18 and like the things we've done compared to what we're gonna do when we're older, it's just different. It's just like sometimes I wish I could go, like everyone says this, they wish they could go back in time with the knowledge that they have today. And if I had that, I would go back 100 times out of 100.
I don't think we're at the age to go back just yet, though.
No, 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 but
I think
I would
give it
like to
till
relive
about
some stuff.
25 and 30,
Yeah,
and
that's when the
then
regret comes in.
that's when you realize that, oh shit, I should have done. Like,
Or worked harder or shit.
I know that I'm gonna come out and I'm going to go to university,
Mm,
but I'm still gonna think back at life and just think I should have focused and done more at school.
yeah. But you gotta live in the
Not,
moment.
not even school though itself. See, the problem with me is I'm quite a hard worker at school.
Yeah.
I'll do it, but then I get home and I'm just like, fuck this.
That's that's the difference to me. I when it comes to home, that's when I'll grind. When no one knows that I'm grinding, I'll make sure that I'm working. I do minimum X amount of hours a day or throughout the day. Like I don't know. That's just me.
To me,
But at school, it's different.
what I hate about school is that it's like a job, but it's not.
Yeah.
Because with a
I
job,
got that vibe from A level.
I'm treating it like a job right now. So I clock in at 8 o'clock in the morning every day. I leave at depending whatever. Well, obviously times vary because of our free study periods, but depending on whenever I clock for that amount of hours, I go in, I do my work, I make sure I do what I can,
in the time given.
and then I clock out of work, and that's me done. Because that's what. Well, it depends also what you're doing in life, but think of like a 9 to 5. Like you clock in, you clock out, and then once you clock out, you don't have any responsibilities after that. You go home and you relax because
I
it's
hate that.
your time. Yeah, but
No, I
that's
mean,
just
like,
that's just how
I hate
school
that's how
is.
life is.
Yeah, but that's why you find yourself a side hustle.
Exactly. That's why I've got one or two.
That's
But
why
that's
I'm
another conversation.
I'm thinking uni
It's the
and
time
then
where you
get
have way more free time.
yeah, but then uni get a job during
Yeah,
uni, make some money,
you have
and
the
then
financial
after
freedom
uni, and then out of uni, hopefully the reason why you go to uni is so that
to
you
get a
can
proper job.
guarantee yourself a better job than you would without a university. Obviously, some argue, Luke, that
Mhm.
you can get jobs without uni, which is true. You can do.
This depends what job is.
You can succeed in life as easily without university as you can with university.
Mm.
It's just that a university gives you something to lean back on. However bad it gets in life, you can use that certificate as a like a key to get through that door.
Mm.
But uni's not for everyone, as we said.
Like, I'm very against that view, but I'm not gonna like go into that one yet. We'll go into that one day. It'll be like a 10-hour video.
Yeah, we'll
But
we'll definitely, because
we can have like a whole
uni has
episode
some.
dedicated to that debate, and we can literally plan out our argument and
Yeah, me
stuff
and
like
you
that.
have obviously me. The one thing I will say now though is that if I had a plan for my life after finishing A level without
For
uni,
it, yeah,
if I had a plan that I knew that would work, I would not go to uni.
100%.
I'm not an advocate of university. I think it's a waste of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not a waste of money, but it's a bad way to start your 20s, having like 80k.
It's a
Yeah.
hindrance straight away to your life.
But as I said, it just gives
What
you
is the
that.
minimum uni debt? Let me Google that.
Well, just do 9,250 times 3. That's the minimum you'll have to pay. Well, obviously, if you have rich parents,
It
you don't have to
subsidizes.
pay anything
Yeah,
because
that's
your
true.
parents will pay it off. You don't have to get that. But if you want to live off your own money and you want to only get a student loan, which they dash out to everyone, which is
Yeah.
9.25 grand, do that times 3, which gives you a bachelor's degree, and that's your minimum.
Okay,
Um,
so I googled here from the Guardian for the
27,750 dollars, pounds,
for just education without maintenance.
for just education,
Then
just
it
so that
goes
you
to
can attend to the university.
the calculated average student would leave university with debt of more than 50,000. Oh, my voice. But this is in
I'm leaving.
2017 though. This is
I'm
probably
gonna
a bit
leave.
outdated.
Nah, it's probably around the same, but I'm gonna be a lot less because my RNG, I guess you could say, wasn't very good, and
Mm,
I wasn't born into a family with fucking hundreds of thousands of
same.
pounds. So I can't afford to go to my parents and
But
go,
you know what
yo,
though?
can you just buy me, not just buy me, can you just pay for my uni? Yeah, what's up?
When it comes to being born to a rich like family or whatever,
Mm.
I don't think I'd ever want it another way. I'm happy how it is.
Oh no, I'm not saying that I would change
Oh no
any
no
other
no no no.
way,
I'm just saying like
but
most people would go like, oh, I wish I had like a rich family and shit. Then you'd have it easy, and then you'd be like entitled and be like a dickhead. Like I don't like that.
yeah, it's good to work for everything in your life because it's more satisfying. And
Exactly.
you just, I don't know, I feel like it's just feels better.
Hundred
Like
percent.
I feel way better about. I don't see. I've grown up with my parents. My parents never made that much money,
Mm.
but I was never poor.
No,
I wouldn't even
there's
say
a
that I'm
difference.
my par- my like I wouldn't even say that I'm working class. I'm probably like the low end of the middle class.
Yeah, exactly.
So like there's never been a problem with food, house, anything,
Exactly. Same.
clothes, anything. There's never been a problem with that, but it's not like exactly we can afford to drive in Lamborghinis and shit.
Yeah.
So it's just that perfect balance, but it's just like I feel
You want more. That's the
I
problem. It's the trap.
I I grew up with getting a lot of things from my parents.
But you didn't
But
get this extreme luxurious bullshit.
yeah, of course. I remember one story that an anecdote I could tell
Yeah.
is that I remember, I think I've told you this story as well. My dad, when I came, because people won't know because how would they? I'm actually Polish,
Yeah.
and I came here at the age of 8 to
On a
this
boat.
country. Yes, on a boat. Actually, it
On a.
genuinely was.
Oh, see?
It
Historical
was
accuracy.
actually on a fucking boat.
Yeah. Should have turned it around and fucked off.
Shit. But then this podcast wouldn't exist. So look, it
Oof.
all comes to a circle.
Butterfly effect.
Lovely stuff. Here we go. Yeah. So I came here at the age of 8. My dad left Poland when I was about 3/4,
Yeah.
so that he could go on a. He worked in different countries so that he could make more money to sustain our family, right?
Mm.
So I know I don't really have a lot of contact with my dad when I was younger, but not because he left us or anything. He literally
Went
went
to
to
the
another
corner shop
country.
and didn't come back.
Yeah, he went to the gas station and came back.
Yeah.
Nah, he left us so that he could make our lives better by earning more money. And like he worked in Germany, and then he came here. And so when I came here, I was never like accustomed to getting a lot of things stuff. And I remember once my dad found a listing on eBay
Yeah.
for a broken PlayStation 3 console for £20
Yeah.
that had the yellow light of death.
Oh god. Oh, I've
And
heard this anecdote.
my dad, he was like, well, what's the point of spending £200 on a new console when you can just buy a broken console for 20 quid and fix it for a fiver, and you have a working console for 25 instead of for 200? So we went to buy it of the guy, £20, give us a controller as well, nice guy. We came home. My dad is a builder, of course, stereotype, whatever. And then he bought this weird like silvery paste from Maplin, R.I.P. Maplin.
Oh my god. Do they
And
still exist?
no, they went bankrupt about a year ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he got this little paste thingy. We took apart the whole PlayStation. We had to get down to the thing. We had to put this paste on the cooler thing because that's what the yellow light of death is. When it overheats, it burns this chip thingy,
Oh
dies.
god.
And we put this paste that's an isolator paste. We had this like it was like a hair dryer, but like an industrial one. I got really
Oh.
hot, and we'd do that, put it all back up, and it worked. So I had a functioning console for £20. But the
Damn.
problem is, had no games. So me and my dad literally ran to Tesco's,
Yeah.
go buy a game, came home, played it, and there you go. I had a console for 25 quid.
That is actually.
But then another side story to that, when it finally broke and we fixed it and it didn't function again. We went like that. It would break every like 6 months. We went on for that with like 2, 3 years. So 3 years of a console for 20 quid, not bad. So then, from my own initiative, it broke, and I was like, "Can I have a new console?" And they're like, "Not really right now." I was like, "Okay." So
No
from
man.
my own initiative, I took my old Wii, all my Wii games, which I really regret doing right now, but I wish hindsight's 2020. My Wii, all my Wii games, all my Wii accessories, all my PlayStation games, put them into a luggage,
Yeah.
like a suitcase, and I wheeled it to game. I went to game, opened the suitcase, gave it all to them.
Oh god.
They counted everything up, and I had enough to buy a brand new Xbox 360 with 2 games.
Oof. That was a recycle right there.
So yeah, there you go. That's the hustle, the grind. I don't go. I didn't get to go to my parents and go, "Can I have a new one?" And I had the next day. Like these kids nowadays, like these fucking 10-year-olds with AirPods and shit.
Bro,
I
they're
had to work
fucking
I
Fortnite
had to work
everything.
bruv, I had to work manual labor for 3 days, fucking moving around bricks and digging holes while these kids just get entitled to AirPods and Fortnite
Bro,
hoodie.
can I? Okay, I've been working for since 2017 Christmas, but full time, not full time, but like full weekends since about a year ago now, just under a year at M&S. But bro, AirPods, I would never spend 160 on them. Like, luckily, I traded in my old iPhone 6s and I got a gift card, so literally my AirPods were £9. But besides that,
I mean,
£160.
I spent 160. So
Yeah, for me, they are worth the 160, but I wouldn't pay the 160 myself. Like, it, I'm too emotional with money when it comes to that. Like, anything I buy, I get anxiety. My whole stomach goes like, ugh. And I'm
I
just like,
don't like spending money, but then I feel good about spending it.
that's another problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, I
Like,
just feel like I'll hate giving the guy
your hard-earned
my
money,
money, but then
it it's a
I'll
satisfaction.
I'll then when I bought my AirPods, I went there, looked for them everywhere. They were all sold out everywhere.
Yeah,
Finally found one pair in another shop. Gave the guy my £160 of hard-earned cash. Gave it to him, and then that's it. You're never seeing that money again.
nope,
But you have something to represent that now, which is the AirPods, which I have in my pocket now. And it's like you
that's
just
true.
get home and it's just like, well, shit. Then I have this thing now that I've worked for,
Mm.
and I have now. So imagine that, but for like a Lamborghini or like I'm just saying Lamborghini's the first thing that pops into my head. Obviously.
Yeah,
Like a Lamborghini for like £1 million. That's a
that's
lot
a
of
whole
fucking
different,
money.
that's a whole different
It's
ballpark.
it's a lot of fucking money. But then look what you have at the end of it.
That that's the thing. That's like a whole different, like, it's crazy, isn't it?
It is
I can't
crazy.
even comprehend the words. Like, it's a whole different, like, echelon. It's fucking crazy. Like,
I can't. I don't.
I can't even
I,
comprehend it.
I read a study recently is that the human brain can't comprehend the number 1 billion.
Oh, money, bro. Trust.
Not even
Billion.
just money, the number 1 billion. Imagine a billionaire. Like imagine someone like what's the name of the
Jeff
Amazon don?
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. He had to split
Or
half of his
Bezos.
fucking money with his wife in it.
Mm.
That man was what 150 billion, something like that, net worth.
Nah,
Or
not
am I
that
wrong?
much. Nah, way too much.
Let me Google this
I
right now.
think they actually. Oh yeah, 153.
$153 billion.
Bro.
How much is 1 billion? Let's just Google that real quick.
They got
Just
times
to
like
just
153.
just to put
God,
that into perspective,
that's crazy.
1 billion is 100,000 million.
I just want a milli. Or
So
a couple of
imagine
millions.
having $1 million. Like imagine having a pile of $1 million. Then imagine having 100,000 piles of. No, wait.
Shit.
Am
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wait?
yeah,
Am
yeah,
I
yeah.
chatting shit?
That's
No,
too
I swear
much.
to no, I swear no, I swear it's a million stacks of million.
Yeah, because a
So
million.
imagine,
Wait, no.
yeah,
A million times a million.
yeah, because 1 billion is the number after 999,900,000.
Oh snap! That's a
So
thousand
imagine having 1 million in a pile.
and a
Then imagine
thousand.
having 1 million piles of 1 millions, and then imagine having 153 times the 1 million piles of 1 million.
No, that's too
That's how
much. I
much.
swear.
No, look, 1 billion, one
Yeah,
billion, right? Is 1 billion. The number before 1 billion is
yeah,
999,999, right?
yeah.
So then, if you have 1 million, what do you have to times it by to get a billion? I'm very bad at maths, so.
It's not a million times a million. No way. Because a million times 10 is 10.
No, 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 look. How
It's
much
a
is a billion?
thousand.
Oxford Dictionaries. Oxford Dictionaries definition of a billion. In British English, a billion is used to be equivalent of a million.
What? No fucking.
1,000 million.
Yeah,
Oh
1,000
wait.
million. Yeah,
Oh
a
wait.
1,000
Wait.
million.
Whoa. Look, I'm on a website called OxfordDictionaries.com.
Yeah.
Here it says, in British English, a billion is used to be equivalent to a million. While in American English, it has always equated to 1,000 million. Oh, but British English has now adopted the American figure.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's 1,000 million. It used to be a million, but now it's 1,000 million. So imagine having 1,000 pounds of $1 million, and then times that by 153. That's how much money Jeff Bezos has, or that's his net worth.
Fuck that
That's
shit.
incomprehensible. Is that even a word? Why I just said is that even a word? Incomprehensible.
I don't think.
Incomprehensible.
I don't know.
Mind-boggling. Let's just say that. Imagine. Whoa. So what? That's 153,000 1 million piles.
It's too much.
Where have we even gone with this at this point? We're just talking about some random. How about some guests? What do we want to do for
Oh my
guests?
god. We went from the biggest hiatus. No, hiatus? No. Anyway, we're going back on track. Guess. I've got one guess, possibly, if you want it. If you want it, goody.
I mean, I'm down for any guest.
Well, I've got a friend called Jacob that I met in the gym about a year ago. Not a year ago, but last year. He's got his own little YouTube channel, and it's actually doing really good. For like, he's got 300 something subs, but he's got a lot of views because he's like a reaction kind of based YouTuber, but not really, but he is, and that would be a sick one.
What's his YouTube name?
The Geek Talk Society.
Oh yes. Oh, he does get quite a lot of views. Yeah, we could talk to him about like how his
How he did it.
how he's gone about like his reaction videos, and like what's his most viewed videos and why does he think they're like.
Yeah, his most viewed videos, like the one almost 2K. He's got a 2K video now, and if he keeps doing that and gets 1,000, he'll get 1,000 subs by the end of the year, easy.
That's really good. Yeah, we could definitely get him on. But I have a question for you now.
Oh,
If you could have one guest on the show, any person in the world, dead or alive,
only one per.
one person, who and why would it? Who would it be and why?
Um, I have no real idols in life. I don't know. I've never really been that kind of person, but if I had to pick, it'd probably be Hex, Optic Hex. I don't know.
Even if
Yeah.
it's not someone you idolize or something, who do you think would just be a great person to talk to for an hour and a half or two?
Oh, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is my biggest idol when it comes to any like creative or entrepreneur thing. The guy's a fucking robot.
I mean, he definitely does make robots, so
Yeah, he's a fucking robot making robots for robots. It's fucking crazy. I like the reason why is because I read his the biography of his, and that was probably the best book I read. Like that's just not even being biased. It's so good, and that was like my biggest read of last year.
I didn't see how that's biased, but yeah.
Nah, because some people will be like, this guy you read all his shit and all this other stuff and blah blah blah.
Now,
And like,
bias would be if you wrote it.
fair enough.
But yeah, I'd probably see. I asked the question, but I don't really know who I'd bring myself onto the show either. It's difficult because you gotta take to consideration so many factors, and that every person's so different that like it'll bring a different value to your to your
Yeah,
show.
it's all about the dynamics of it, I guess, as well. Because
Someone I'd definitely really love to talk to is just Nature, probably.
you know what? That is who I was gonna say. I was gonna say Nature or Hex.
But those are the kind of people was like I do like
I
Nature. I do
idolize.
idolize,
Can't lie.
but I definitely don't think that they would be the kind of person I'd want to almost interview for an hour and a half.
I wanna be his friend or like talk to him.
Yeah,
It's
I just want to talk to him like normally, but like I don't think he'd be such a good podcast guest because I'd be fanboying them rather than actually trying to have a proper conversation with them.
yeah. Instead of like a podcast, it'd be an interview. It'd be like asking questions, not having a convo.
But really, if you have a guest on the show, you'd really it's like an informal interview in a way. Anyway, you're just
Mm,
asking someone questions that they're
true.
answering. Like me and you are having just a conversation right now. But if you have a guest, then you're asking them specifically questions. But yeah, it's really difficult to just put one person there. I don't know. I feel like I'd just go someone like really, really with maybe like Albert Einstein or something.
What about Whit Lowry?
Oh, that's a shout.
That's a
But
whole new podcast as well.
that is a
That's the
whole
whole
podcast
podcast,
we can
whole
talk
like
about.
whole season, better than Game of Thrones. I'm okay.
Game of
We can
Thrones.
talk about Game of Thrones.
Aye, big boy thing,
That's
right?
no, not we're not talking about that. We'll talk
Yes, we
about that
are.
later. No, no, no.
No, this is
That's
how we're gonna.
wait
Yes,
for wait
yes.
for Monday. We'll do a podcast.
Aye, cool.
We'll
Aye,
shit on it. Actually, I
aye.
think this episode. I've got some predictions for the episode. I don't know if I want to lay them out or not, but
Aye, go on then. Let's hear them out.
okay. I'll start with the big ones.
Mhm.
Either John or Danny's gonna die. I think Danny's gonna die, if it comes to anything. I hope she dies as
Danny's
well.
gonna die.
I never liked her character, even from episode season one, all that stuff. I like cool. I like your story arc and all that other bullshit, but I don't like you anymore. I never really liked you in the first place. Let's be
Just
real.
because she's Peng doesn't mean she's a good character.
Yeah, looks deceive. Anyway, that's one. One of those two is gonna die, but I don't want it to be John. And if it's John, I don't think they will, because he's like the main protagonist of the whole thing in a way.
Yeah, I mean, considering that they have revived him for no apparent reason,
Well, we'll find
probably
that
not gonna
reason.
kill him again.
But that was in the book, though, isn't it?
I don't know, cause the whole Lord of the Light thing, the
I
whole
don't get
gimmick
it.
with him was meant to be that he's the one that was meant to fight the Night King.
Oh,
Like everything he's done was to defend, like, cause he's the light. He's trying to make,
bring light
um,
into the world, or
yeah. So you know how like Melisandre, she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to die before dawn anyway.
yeah. Oh, I see.
It it's because everything they were doing as the servants was so that they would defeat them.
Okay.
And so the way she said it was like she's gonna die serving
The
the
Lord of the Light.
master,
Yeah.
because either she's going to fulfill her mission, which she did. She defeated the Night King. Well, she didn't defeat him, but under her like help, she defeated him.
Yeah.
So she then went and just died, just dropped on the floor, or she was gonna die because they were all gonna be killed anyway. So she was gonna die either way. The guy, what's his name? The guy with the eye patch,
Oh,
Beric
Beric.
Dondarrion.
Yeah.
He died to a Nightwalker while fighting. He was revived like 50 million times so
Mm.
that he could fight against the White Walkers, I assume. He died fighting them, so he fulfilled his destiny.
Oh yeah, the Hound
Hi-
did fucking slice his whole shoulder.
His fucking priest thing. He died to like a zombie grizzly
Oh yeah.
bear. So they like every time we've met the Lord of the Light, he's had something to do with fighting the dead. But
But
why
anyway,
is Jon Snow still here since he hasn't done fuck all and he didn't die?
no one knows.
Anyway,
That's
but yeah,
anyway. But the predictions for next episode. What's yours?
I think
Oh, I didn't
that
finish mine. Okay.
yeah, go on.
I think Aya will kill the mountain,
Oh,
and there's this other theory, yeah.
wait,
That
why'd you think that?
okay, so there's many like suggestions through the book and other parts of the show that I've been watching on, like on just YouTube, like random
Hmm.
clips, right? And now I really wish I remembered it. But I was just talking about um how it all links up with little like foreshadowing moments and stuff. I'll get the video, I'll send it to you later. But
Hmm.
it basically talks about how she will the only way to kill the mountain, sorry. And this is what's the guy that got killed by him? Sirio? No, not Sirio. The one that he crushed his head in.
Oberyn Martell.
That's it, Oberyn Martell. So basically, Oberyn Martell said the only way to kill the mountain is to like make him immobile, so cut his legs and stuff like that, right? So there's like another bit of foreshadowing where Io has been told that, and it's all like linking up to her in a way. Even though we'll probably get Clegane Bowl, the Hound probably will die. I don't know. I don't want him to die. That's my favorite,
He's
one of my
such a
favorite characters.
he's such a witty character.
He's like he's that blunt force you need in a show. Like he's like the
He's
humorous guy that's not trying to be
Yeah.
funny. He's just that's how he is. But
His swearing is probably the best in the show. It just
oh, now I know why. So basically, you know Qyburn, when the mountain got poisoned by Oberyn because his spear was or whatever he was using. Don't know what
yeah,
you call it. The guy that was cleaning it was actually putting poison on it. That's obviously how the manticore venom or whatever it was that resorted like the zombie face and stuff.
yeah. Hmm.
But supposedly Qyburn cut his head off, right? Cut the mountain's head off, and he replaced it with Ned Stark or Robert Baratheon or Rob Stark, whatever. One of those three, whatever. Like this is one video, and it's gonna be the poetic justice of Arya killing the mountain, like overcoming a mountain, which is like another piece of foreshadowing. And then they take his helmet off, and it's their dad's face.
Shit, that would be
Yeah,
mad.
that was so crazy. So
That would be fucking insane if they did that.
yeah, because Robert Baratheon was married to Cersei as well. Like Cersei was married to her back in
But
the
yeah,
day.
that's how she like.
That's how
That's
she
why
kind of
her
rose.
children were on the thing.
Yeah, that's why they won the throne. But
That's funny to think that like Cersei's on the throne right now because of an illegitimate claim.
yeah, she has no. But he's seen the whole thing that's gonna happen. Do you feel like the whole Golden Company is gonna turn on her?
Yeah, I've seen
You've
a
seen that
lot of
theory?
theories on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
I
Because
don't know if the screenwriters are that impressive right now though to do that. I don't know.
they used to be impressive, but like you see in the trailer, there's that guy behind them in
Yeah, the
like a hood.
hooded
Yeah, I
yeah,
told you about it. They thought
yeah,
people
it might
think
be
it's
Jamie
Jamie.
Lannister. Yeah,
Yeah,
because of the hood he was wearing in episode 1. Right.
and
It
then
was quite similar.
we have Io and the Hound infiltrating King's Landing because I don't know how they're gonna do it though. I guess Io can change her face, but I don't know about the Hound,
Basically, what I think is
father and daughter.
You know how Cersei, she was like, she's gonna keep the gates open. Like, oh yeah, if you wanna get the country.
Yeah, but that's
I
into
mean,
the Red
not get the
Keep though. That's
country.
not into the actual.
Yeah, but like, no, no, they opened all of the gates because she was like, oh yeah, if she wants to if she wants to capture the city, then she's
Kill
gonna
the
have to burn through like all her
citizens.
all the
What?
citizens. So what I think is like they're just gonna like maybe Jamie is not like with them, but maybe I'm thinking he's just using them as cover.
Yeah.
I think he might just be like the hood and everything's just for disguise. And I think he's just like hiding behind them to like walk through the city without being noticed to
Mm.
get to Cersei. And what I'm hoping is either one or two things happens is that um Jamie goes there to kill Cersei, or he goes there to reunite with Cersei,
Hmm.
but he's gonna realize that Euron's there, and then he's gonna get pissed, and then he's gonna kill Cersei because she betrayed him. That kind of thing.
Nah.
I don't know, but I'm
Because you
hoping.
see, Tyrion dropped the "you have a baby" thing last episode as well. It
Yeah,
was,
Euron's gonna be mad. Euron's gonna be like, "How does he know you're pregnant already?"
but the thing is though, he can't get mad to the point he gets killed because he won't get killed because he's gonna get killed by Dany on the boat because the whole battle scene is gonna be after the scene that happens after the like the failed. like diplomacy, whatever, that shit when Miss Sunday got killed.
I just hope that this episode's gonna be better than.
Can I just say, I had a random thought throughout the day today, and I thought,
Yeah.
what if they opened the whole episode with a big character dying, and then it was just like a flashback to how it happened? It'd be so sick.
What,
But it
just
wouldn't
like
So let's
straight
say,
after the credits roll, like you
yeah,
get like David
someone's head
Benoff or
dying.
whatever thing, and it's just like a dead body of a major character there.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd
imagine,
definitely be kind of sick.
imagine
And
you wouldn't know, and it doesn't get answered until the end because the whole episode is a loop of the beginning, which is actually the end. It would be crazy, but it wouldn't happen though.
oh, so like you see the foreshadowing, and then you see the whole
Yeah,
event.
let's
It
say,
ends on
you
the
see
exact
how
same scene as
Walder Frey dies to Aya,
yeah, in scene
but
7. Yeah,
you know the way it starts when he's Sheev poisons everyone.
yeah,
Bro, I thought, wait, am I rewatching an episode? I was so confused. I was like,
yeah. I
what?
was like, is this a
And
whole
I was like,
episode?
oh, and then when she took the mask off, and I was like, okay, I understand now. But I was like, what the fuck? I don't get it. And then eventually
Yeah,
I got it. Like I was like not expecting it because whatever.
I definitely, I definitely think it'd be a cool way to like
I don't think you
show
could
that
do that in
scene
this season
first.
though. It's too late.
Yeah,
This would be
it.
like a season middle. It wouldn't be the beginning.
Or
It'd be like 2 to 5, for example, or whatever.
I definitely agree with you.
Imagine that though. Freaking, let's say Cersei gets stabbed in the neck. You don't see anything, but you see the blade. And let's say it was Arya's cat tooth, whatever, yeah. But imagine it was someone else that picked the thing up instead. Someone else picked her blade up, and then it'd be like, wait, who killed her? And then you
Just
get it
start
right at the end.
just right before the credit, not the credits, just before the opening scene, like just before it rolls, because you know how it goes HBO, like
Yeah.
the screen, and it plays it. Do the HBO thing. Don't roll. Don't do the credits first. Literally put like a second clip of someone getting shanked in the neck, and then roll the Game of Thrones thing intro.
Bro,
That would be
imagine.
the if that wouldn't hype people up, I don't know what would.
Because now you're gonna have to. Either way, you're gonna watch it. But now you're gonna watch it. Like, be like, wait, who's that? Who's doing this? Or like, oh, it'd be so sick.
Yeah, it's like because it keep you on your toes. Like I know someone's dying, but who's dying?
That's how. See, imagine they had 2 years to do this, yeah, and they just couldn't. They couldn't pattern it how.
The writing, like Loki, season 6 was okay, but it wasn't the best. And then
Nah,
season
season 6,
7 and 8.
7 was shit. It wasn't shit. It was
Think
like
think
7 was
think about
decent.
it. Think about it. Fine, season 6 was still good, but it wasn't the best.
Season 6 was like the bit after the peak when it goes down. Like,
Think about it. The books finish at the end of season 5.
okay, that explains why.
That explains why the show is really good up until season 5, and then it goes downhill from there. Because it's easier to make. It's a lot easier to make a show based on something rather than write the script all by yourself with no
Exactly.
guidance. Cause obviously the show was a bit different to the books, but you still have a core basis that you're basing it off of. But now
That's the
you have
problem.
nothing to go off of, and they've just lost the plot, literally.
Yeah, the plot doesn't exist anymore in this episode or series.
Yep.
Do you
All
want to
right.
wrap
Well,
this off?
yeah, I think this is a good place to end it.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Well, we
that was
started off
episode
talking
0.
about some weird stuff. Then we got into James Charles to then talk about a lot of random like economic politics in the middle of that,
Yeah,
and then
so
enough
true.
with a bit of Game of Thrones, bit of
Yeah,
everything for you
yeah,
guys.
everything. That was a good way to start.
Yep. And now it's probably going to be a bit more structured, as in the topics we talk about, but it's still
Yeah,
probably just going to be laid back.
there'll be somewhat of a theme, but it's gonna be basically related to the
Because
news. Like
this podcast was literally just all over the gaff.
that's how it should be. Imagine that was our
Yeah.
podcast name, all over the gaff. Oh my god. Someone's gonna take that idea one day.
Yep. There you go. Good idea for you guys in the future.
Go do it.
One of you take it all over the gaff.
Well,
Right. Well.
do you wanna wrap this up for us then?
All right. Well. In true of our inspiration for this, the Flycast. Luke, do we have any outro music?
Dun 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 dun. Extendo can be the outro. I don't know why, but I
Alright,
just said the eavesdrop and finish.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Well.
Well,
There you go.
all social media is in the description below as well. I guess I'll put everything in this description below, whatever you guys need to know about us and stuff. I'm gonna make a Patreon as well. I don't know how you do it, but there'll be a Patreon for the next
see.
episode.
Obviously, you'll have a OnlyFans.
Yep.
Yeah. All of my juicy photos.
And the more engagement we get, we can probably make our own little Discord as well, just to have conversation with you guys.
Have a little family.
Yes.
Get people. As soon as we get like a small following to like a medium-ish following, we could even attempt to get like people from our Discord onto the show. Just
Yeah.
have like a guest.
Oh, that could be a special.
That will be. But first, we gotta build up our audience. So
Yes.
you listening,
Go share it.
after
please.
we get 1 million followers or subscribers, whatever you want to call it, after we
Whoever
get 1
comes
million
first.
and you come back here and you watch the first episode, or episode 0 even, you watch it.
Say I was here first.
I was here. Say that shit.
Say I was here, because it's gonna happen.
Gonna happen. Believe it and it shall happen.
Yep.
Alright, well, that was a good
Thank you,
start.
Casper.
Thank you, Mr. Luke.
That was us.
We're out.
Peace.